Week 10 starts like right now for the NBL, so let's get into my prediction. I was meant to release this early, but I got a bit busy. Anyway, let's get right into it. First up, we got the Ignite Cup Wednesday night. 36ers versus the Hawks. I actually think the 36ers are going to win, but every time I think a team's going to win in the Ignite Cup, they end up losing. So I'm going to try something different and choosing the team that I don't think is going to win and seeing how that works out. But knowing my luck, the Hawks are probably going to lose and 36 are going to win, and I would have been right, but we will see. I do think the Hawks are going to have a bounce back game, especially after what happened last week. And I think the 36ers, like, are still integrating Troy Brown Jr. I don't know if that's just going to be like a one game that's going to, and then he's just going to get back into form. I do think it's going to take him a few games. Then on Thursday, we have the Phoenix versus the Bullets. This is going to be an interesting one now because when I made these prediction, Phoenix had Malik Lewis and Maldonado. Now they do not have either of them, so the Bullets definitely have a chance, but I do think the Phoenix defense is going to uphold and get that win for them. Then on Friday, we got two games for like the first time in a long time. We have the Hawks and United. I'm going United. I think they're going to get that win. Even though there is no Shea Ely this round, I do think they're going to get a bounce back after what happened last time against the Hawks, and they're going to come back with a vengeance. Then we have the Wildcats and the Jack Jumpers. I'm going to go with the Wildcats on this one. Jack Jumpers have David Johnson back this week, which is really nice for them, but I don't think it's enough. That who is stopping JLA in this team? Another thing I have noticed about this week is there is a lot of like coin toss games. Like I feel like 5 out of the 9 games could go 50-50. Like I don't feel super confident on most of the games. Like so 36ers and Hawks, United and Hawks, Wildcats and United, 36ers and the Phoenix, Breakers and Taipans even could go either way. Which brings us to the Taipans and the Breakers. I'm going with the Breakers. I think they've just fought more fully fledged right now, and if they can get a big lead against a team like the Taipans, which I do think is possible, they can get the win, and that's what pretty much I'm thinking, like my thinking is for this. Then we have the Phoenix and the 36ers. Again, I think the Phoenix could have had this game if they weren't missing a few of their key players now. So I'm going to give it to the 36ers on this one. And I do think that is one of the deciding factors. Like Malik Lewis, the next star, is a very big key piece, and not sure if Maldonado will be back by then. Then on Sunday we have the Kings and the Jack Jumpers. I think the King 4 in a row. Why not make it 5 in a row for the Kings? Jack Jumpers, you're still missing Will Magnay, which didn't really matter last time against you guys, but I think the Kings aren't going to let the exact same thing happen again. Then finally we have United and the Wildcats. I do think this will be a closer game than what it could, like people think, even without Jaron Riley. But I do think United will still get the win. Anyway, those are my predictions. What do you all think is going to be the game of the round? Let me know.